Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Donkey shit.
Donkey shit.
Oh, now it's ready.
Welcome to episode 8 of the KJNA podcast. I'm Jay.
And I'm Kay. Kevin.
And today, we're reviewing Promare.
Promare. Or, as the French say, Promare.
Look at you getting all tasteful.
Well, I do enjoy a baguette every once in a while.
Do you
I don't like to brag, but...
Grey poupon?
Dude, mind if I do? Only if it's passed from limo windows. That was awful.
Well, for everybody who lived in the 80s and 90s who remember that commercial, good on you. If you didn't get a chance to see any good Grey Poupon commercials, I am so sorry.
It's not gonna hit as hard. If you see it now, you're just gonna look at it and be like, this is fucking stupid.
What? Two old rich guys in fucking limousines?
Passing mustard? Spicy mustard between fucking cars?
Yeah, they really wanted to have that ante of...
Super fancy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Grey Poupon's better than your basic Dijon. But you know.
No, it's not.
You damn right it's not.
Congratulations, you added horseradish to mustard. Fuck off.
I could, and I said this was it last week? I want to say I said it last week that, I could go for a brat with some spicy brown and or Dijon.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't give a shit if it's a Walmart brand, French's brand,
Yeah.
Grey Poupon.
All tastes the same to me.
They sure the fuck do.
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna burn my throat a little bit with a hint of mustard? Perfect.
Good stuff.
Anyways, Promare.
So, as far as ratings go, IMDb put it at 7 out of 10. My Anime List, 8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 97%, based on 29 reviews. That's 29. And Google users, 82%. So, high, but not terrible. Your eyes are...
No, I don't know. My rating will probably be different, but that's because I am extremely biased towards look at how cookie cuttery I am.
Well, okay. So, to give you at least a little bit on that, I know you haven't seen a lot of anime. And
Yeah. That's why I'm here. Show me your world.
Okay, so, if anybody's seen either one of these, Kill la Kill, which was...
Maybe later.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's
Well, that's all I need. If it's funny, number 1. 10 out of 10.
Because Kill la Kill was one of those... It animation style, it'll probably get you like, why is it so cutty here and there?
That's how Promare was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's extremely cutty.
another one, Gurren Lagann, which is a really good
I
one.
watched Gurren Lagann, actually.
Oh, you did?
I did see that one.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. So, Hiroyuki Imaishi and Kazuki Nakashima worked together previously on both of those.
Oh, okay.
And the guy who did the character designs and most of the animation, he was the animation chief, Sushio, also worked on those.
Okay.
So we got 3 people from those projects working on this project for Trigger. And this is technically Trigger's first motion picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
Kind of for Trigger at least. But it brings people back from past projects together for this project.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say I hated it. I mean, we can get into that later, like the overall. But
Yeah.
I would say I hated it. Like, the art style, I know they were going for a theme, like a style. Like, it was all pastels. There were no, like, it was black, white, and pastel. And that was it. Mostly pinks and light greens.
Yeah, they do a lot of brighter colors.
Yeah, and like there was never fire that was... I mean, most of the thing was about fire, but there was never a red or yellow fire. It was pink or green.
Or purplish.
Or purple. Yeah, there was a couple purplish times.
Yeah.
But I I know they were going, like, you know me, I'm going always for that art style. And it was choppy at times, but I understand why, because that was the style they were going for. It's extremely exaggerated and over the top in every way, and that's fine. Good on you. You know, you got your style. They stuck with it. There wasn't those times where suddenly they went serious.
Right.
The whole thing was very over the top and went classic. Like, oh, look, it's me, Gaio! And then, shing! And then he takes his state picture, and then the name Gaio's behind him. And I'm like, why? They did it for every character. Why?
Because they were... Now, if you didn't get a big background, guess what? You're not a part of the main cast, and you can go fuck off.
That's true.
Basically.
That's true. That's true. You know who's important here? Everyone who gets a background. Frank! Kevin.
Jason?
Frank! You do. Anyone listening to this didn't see that, but he actually threw up the peace sign over his eye, like it was
Very Sailor Moon.
like someone was taking a picture of him. Oh God, that was quality. Yeah, Sailor Moon. And here I am to save that day. Frank.
Get out of here, Serena. Yes, I went with the freaking Americanized name for her. Leave me alone.
Yeah, well, so be it. I don't give an eighth of a shit.
I have not watched the more Japanese or the newer versions of Sailor Moon, so you can sue me. I will eventually watch it. Don't sue me. I don't have enough money to pay you.
So, do you just want my left arm directly?
That's my shooting arm.
This arm's for shooting. So,
I mean, I'll give you a toe.
So the anything else you got on the ratings and what other people said about it?
As far as I have right now, I have that they were nominated for a Mainichi Film Award Best Animation in 2020, but they lost to Looking for Magical Do-Re-Mi, which I don't know what the fuck that is. Guess what? Gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in the list.
Oh, Magical
Magical Do-Re-Mi. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
Yeah. Looking for Magical Do-Re-Mi.
All right.
Also nominated for Annie Awards Best Animated Feature, Independent in 2019. Lost to I Lost My Body.
I lost my body. I feel like I've seen ads for that.
It might be on Netflix, to tell you the truth. I could not tell you.
I found it.
I lost my body.
I found it.
I lost my body. Also nominated for New Type Anime Awards Best Work, and won that in 2020.
Really?
Yep.
Congratulations. Good job, Promare. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, also won the Bucheon International Animation Film Festival International Competition Feature Film, the Audience Prize. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. It wasn't. I feel like it wasn't. Like there was nothing that really stood out about it. It felt like just a generic. Like none of the characters were so amazing that they should reappear in anything else ever.
Well, okay. So one other thing that we probably should have touched on in the beginning.
This is the beginning.
Oh,
it's fine.
It's still in the beginning.
Oh, you're looking at that watch? Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, my fake watch.
Yeah.
I got a tattoo
Is it working?
on my arm. No.
Half-past knuckle?
Yeah.
Quarter of the freckle?
Half Pipes needs a new one. So one of our voice actors that passed away on June 9th.
Uh-huh.
Billy Kamitz. He died of stage 4 colon cancer.
That sucks.
Yes. He was voice of Gallo Themis.
Oh, so he was Gallo. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Well, Gallo is the main character of this.
Yes. So
thingy thing.
Condolences to his family.
Yeah, that really sucks. That's not cool at all.
Everything I've ever heard him in was amazing.
Well, I don't know the voice, so
I will get you a list.
okay. Where's that list?
We'll talk about that later. We got time. See, that hit wrong after.
Well, way to bring it down, buddy.
My bad.
No, it's fine because I mean the people that do this stuff, Like, if they make an impact on somebody, at least one person, it's fucking amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Even though it may not have been an impact on me, he at least obviously did other works, and so
Oh yeah, he was around, man. He was around.
So, yeah, that's pretty much the background to this one. It was a very clippy art style. It wasn't very smooth animation, but that was intentional because it was throughout the entire thing that it was clippy and running around, and it was very actiony, fast-paced.
Right.
Jutting camera angles everywhere all the time.
Yeah, the fight sequence that kind of starts it off.
On that giant building that's like over 150 stories
Yeah, so it's
tall or
Gallo
something.
versus was it?
Leo?
Yeah, Leo Fonta.
Yeah, see,
Fonta?
I knew
Foyt-
the name
Fotia.
before you.
Leo Fotia.
I knew the name before you. Fuck you, Promare. All right.
Well, considering that the character looks like a girl
Yeah.
when you first see him outside
enough.
of his fire armor.
Yeah. So, I mean, but the basic gist of the background of this whole fucking thing is that, like, 30 years? Was it 30 years?
Yeah,
30 years prior, the burnish suddenly appeared. Like, people suddenly combusted.
Yeah.
And just caught fire and shot fire everywhere uncontrollably. Mm-hmm. And they became known as the Burnish.
Yep.
And then everyone had to, like, watch out for where Burnish were coming.
Yep.
And, you know, anyone that they found who was a Burnish, they basically were ostracized and...
Yeah. And when you see a film like this, yeah, it's kind of campy, kind of funny, but at the same time, they're bringing up, like, really real
yeah.
moments, like prejudice within
Yeah.
communities. You're like, so any burnish is a bad burnish.
Yeah.
That's not true. It's just like when the X-Men came out and people were like, oh shit, if you're a mutant, you're a terrible being and we
Yeah.
can't have you around. Why? Why is that? Well, we've got mutant terrorists. Well, you got regular human terrorists too, but I don't see you fucking bad-mouthing them.
That's going to be a problem and an issue forever and ever, the end.
Yeah.
There's never... I mean, just because, you know, Nazis started in Germany doesn't mean that every German is bad,
No.
you know?
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. Sorry, everybody. That's
Yeah.
the truth. The end.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. like
So, yeah, that's basically the background of this whole story. And then they start out with the burning rescue
Yeah. Which is a special firefighting force.
that isn't government based.
No.
Because government based is the freeze force.
Yes, Freeze Force is that government base.
A bunch of douchebags in giant armor.
Yeah, with way better gear.
Yes, way better fucking gear.
Well, I say that, but you see that all these characters in the
In burning rescue.
Burning Rescue, use their armaments with great finesse.
Oh yeah.
They don't miss a beat.
Yeah, they've obviously been doing that for a well, I guess you can't say they've been doing it for a while because Gaio was still pretty new.
He was the newest recruit.
Yeah, but
Everybody else seemed to have been there for at least a while.
But I mean, basically, they go out to each rescue with the intent of testing out their new equipment.
Right, that is created by Lucia.
Lucia, yeah, she's
with her sharp teeth.
yeah, her super sharp teeth and that stupid fucking mouse.
Vinny.
Okay, look. Here's I'm gonna go off on a tangent for a minute. Okay, I don't mind that, you know, anime has their cute little character because it seems like every single one, like, you know, Dragon Quest, they got the cute little fucking slimes.
Yeah.
All right, and in this one, it's the stupid little mouse.
Cinderella had mice.
Okay. Lots of them who told stories and actually served a purpose. But like in The Boy and the Beast.
Okay.
What's his name? The
little
white one that was on Ren's shoulder the whole time. But he actually served a purpose.
That's
But
true.
Until that point, he was basically just, oh, look, it's a cute little character.
True.
But in this one, they got the stupid little mouse character, and he is pretty much not drawn in the same style as everyone else. He wears a stupid little wizard hat the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And he just squeaky, whatever the fuck he says, I don't care. And he does nothing.
Yeah, he's really only there for like 2 scenes.
He's
maybe 3.
Whenever he's there, he's just standing on the computer board, in addition to whoever else is actually saying something that matters. It's useless. Nothing good comes about it. Nothing positive, nothing negative appears, whether or not that character appears in the show. So don't do the stupid little cute characters next year. What the fuck is it called? I don't need a familiar. I don't need a familiar. Now, I mean, granted, in real life, I'd really like a familiar that'd be really fucking badass. Something to follow me around, like maybe something cool like a hawk, or maybe something stupid like a gecko.
Two extremes.
Okay, they are, but that's why I went to the two extremes. But my point is, fuck Vinny the Mouse.
Okay.
Because I don't need the cute little character that's off topic and has nothing. It's like, hey, my kid brother really wants to animate when he grows up. Can we like let him do something in here? Sure, draw a fucking mouse right there. Cool. Thanks, bro.
And see, the worst part is they actually had to have a voice actor do Vinny.
It's
Yeah.
like the Iron Giant and Vin Diesel.
But every time Vin Diesel does voices, it's kind of an.
And Groot.
I am Groot.
Yeah. Congratulations, you have to say I am Groot 30 times. Yeah. So, anyways, that's my point. There's a bajillion people, because there's a lot of people in Burning Rescue.
Yeah,
There's
Varys.
Ignis is the captain.
Ooh, voiced by Steve Bloom,
Okay.
who was in Cowboy Bebop, as Spike Spiegel,
Okay.
who was in guy's in everything. Gotta love. But he has a Tom Selleck look, which is awesome.
Yes.
Sunglasses, mustache,
Yeah, he was extremely serious and hardcore the whole time.
and he had his own car.
He's basically Mr. Krabs. Heart of gold. But he's thinking about the whole team. No, Mr. Krabs
More
doesn't have a heart of gold.
Magnum PI.
Yeah.
He's
all right.
very Magnum PI.
Very Magnum PI.
Yeah.
But I mean, there were a whole lot of people that didn't, that they gave little intros to, but they didn't really, like Varys.
Yeah, because he's
like the big buff dude.
who has super strength, and they even say that he has super strength, superhuman strength. Why? They don't even explain it.
He doesn't even use it.
He just
ever.
He kind of does.
When?
In his suit.
He's in a suit. He got hydraulics.
Don't want to get burned.
Man, fuck you. You know what? He could just wear like a fire retardant suit. Worked for the Flash. That's right. This is the sound of the Flash running.
It's a lot of chafing.
Yeah, that's some serious chafing.
That's why you gotta wear boxer briefs. And use powder.
Yeah. BC. The Flash brought to you by BC Powder. No, that's not. BC Powder's for headaches. Gold Bond.
Yeah. For when he's not wearing boxer briefs, he's gonna need that PC powder. That's gonna be a lot
for his headache that he's gonna get for the chain.
for that rug burn.
Anyways, oh my god, that's so stupid.
Remy, wearing glasses. He actually had blue hair. I thought he was a blonde at first.
Remy was?
Yeah, I thought he had.
I
Blue
thought he
hair.
had blonde hair too.
No, it's blue hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well, he was in glasses. He also had an intro, but he was just like, I'm the smart guy.
Shooter.
Yeah,
He's
and
a
I'm the
shooter.
shooter, and that's his thing.
Yeah.
And they had like ice bullets, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yes, because once again, this is not Burnish specific.
Yeah,
But
but everyone had
just
ice bullets.
But just in case. Plus, yeah, an ice bullet is going to be freaking helpful in a fire.
Well, it's like if it was just strictly just ice.
Yeah.
Then that would be a big.
Well, it's got to be.
Deal.
It's like a.
But
it's
it
coolant.
hits and then goes.
Yeah, it's like
and like
coolant
expands
based.
out and because it can actually contain burnish.
Yeah.
If it's used correctly, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we don't need to go into the specifics of the story.
No. I mean, we're just talking about characters right now.
Yeah, that's just the characters. Like there's a whole shitload of characters in Burning Rescue. Freeze Force really has a lot of guys that all look the same, but there's one in charge.
Vulcan.
Sharp teeth. Yeah, Vulcan with sharp teeth, and he's an asshole, and he thinks he has all the rights to everything.
Like anybody in government.
Yeah, but he's government official, and he's like, this is mine.
And I'm not going to bring up anything about recent news.
Nope. No, you're not. No politics.
I was so tempted.
Because
anyway.
we're all quite angry about that, and we're gonna move on.
White.
Stupid. Anyways,
Don't forget to send out your Christmas cards, kids. Just saw their addresses.
You're getting a vasectomy.
Anyway, Ina pilots the because there's actually three vehicles. Yeah, three vehicles.
Yeah, Ina's the pilot, the flying one.
Yeah,
with the pink hair.
Of course, Ignis got his own personal car. Once again, Magnum PI.
Yeah.
And then they have the huge fire truck. Huge. When I say huge,
Yeah.
I mean gigantic-normous. This thing like takes up both sides of the road.
Yeah, it's fucking gigantic.
Because it's a mobile base.
Yeah, because they got people inside. It shoots the things out.
Shoots out their suits with them in it.
Yeah.
All their equipment.
We're shooting you up 150 stories. Go.
Yeah. So they have to have that for every situation. It's pretty cool.
I thought that was. I mean, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Honestly, I think it would be like, are we not like here in America where we make cartoons specifically to market toys and stuff?
Oh, that would have been full on.
Oh, that's
Toy all day.
that shit. At least $80 to $100, easily.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you got 100 pieces to it,
Yeah,
and then each one of them morphs in addition.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was something that I actually took a note on. Was that the voice acting seemed really good.
Yes, because it was a great cast. Leo Fotia was Johnny Young Bosch. If anybody knows Johnny Young Bosch, this guy was the original, not the original, but the second Black Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Ichigo Kurosaki in Bleach.
I don't know that. I'm sorry.
It's one of the top three.
That's why I'm here, bitch.
That's a big 3 anime, sir. You got to get in on this.
That's why I'm here, bitch.
Yeah,
Anyway.
get to it.
So, yeah, that's those fucking characters.
Yeah, so that's Burning Rescue. At least all the members of Burning Rescue.
Yeah, and then of course there are Burnish in it.
Yeah. Leo Fotia is one of the Burnish.
Yeah, Leofotia is like supposedly the leader
Yeah, he's
of the Burnish.
Of the Burnish that are called shit.
Burning Legion?
No.
Is that what they were called? I didn't even write down what they were called.
Oh, terrible. I know I have it written down. It's terrible. I'd have to go look through my notes because I should remember. Mad Burnish.
The Mad Burnish.
Yes, Mad Burnish. Even though technically they weren't. No, they were mad.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy, and they were
Well,
angry.
not
as well.
crazy.
They were angry.
Yes, they were angry.
They had every right to be angry because
Yes.
they were imprisoning everyone.
Yeah, they're being persecuted
Yeah,
for just being themselves.
yeah. And so in response, they lashed out.
Europe?
And yeah, like it wasn't exactly peaceful protests,
No.
but they were lashing out.
Yeah, which is the whole point of that fire in the beginning.
Yeah, in the very beginning, it was just 3 of them lighting a building on fire.
Yeah, Leo Fotia and his 2 generals, Maze and, you know what?
But basically, Gallo took care of all of them
He did. Almost
by himself.
Yeah, single.
And they were like, "Don't do it because your suit's not made for that."
Yeah.
And he did anyway.
Yeah. Fuck it.
But I mean, the whole point of despite the fact that like the whole beginning takes place in a big fight and they're explaining themselves and guys are like, "I am the best."
Yeah.
And then he does his poses. Why are you interrupting me in the middle of my pose?
Yeah. It was. I mean, yeah, we're being flashy, we're being a little over the top, but you know, that's what you expect from something that is going to be short-lived. It's not going to turn into a series, so there's not like
That's true. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly. I mean, had it been something like that, I'd have been like, this was kind of a silly beginning. It's not like it's Dragon Ball where they're gonna be like, okay, now we're gonna turn it into actual canon. We just made it, but now we're gonna put it into the series. No, it's not gonna be like that. But you know,
but the basic story of the whole thing is that the Burnish appear, Burnish are everywhere, and then they're basically persecuting all of them, even though at the beginning the Burning Rescue doesn't know it, because they end up finding it out after Leo gets caught.
Yeah.
And then he breaks out.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the Earth is basically going to burn.
Yeah, within the next 6 months, Earth is going to burn out.
Yeah, magma's going to come up from the Earth, and it's going to completely cover everything, and the whole Earth is going to go away. And so the main bad guy's only plan is to...
We don't know he's a bad guy yet.
We're not doing the individual stories.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, because initially you're thinking, okay, the Burnish are the bad guys.
Yeah.
And then you find, and then, you know, they're...
They're even dressed like bad guys. They use their fire to somehow make armor.
Yeah. Apparently,
Which makes no fucking sense.
the burnish's flames are not just for burning. They can actually physically manipulate the flames into armor, into vehicles, into cannons. It's ridiculous how many things they can do. They can make weapons, any kind of weapon.
Yeah.
Like, I think, Leo does a sword, and maybe even a lance at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
And they, like, added on to the end of other...
Oh, yeah,
vehicles
the
and shit,
mechs at
too.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
I've never seen flames do that before. But you come to find out that those flames aren't from this universe, which makes it even more like, okay, maybe because of the change. I don't know.
Yeah, because, I mean, you can get a rough estimation is the guy you think is a good guy is actually trying to save only 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And use the Burnish's bodies to make a teleportation device and teleport 10,000 people away from Earth so Earth can burn up and they can figure out something else to do.
Yeah. So, he's already got a planet picked out that is similar to Earth. So, start Earth all over again, a new Eden for humans to
For 10,000 people, yeah.
Like, yay.
No.
No.
Yeah, so,
the guy that we're talking about is Cray. Who is actually the freaking mayor or the governor? Governor.
Yeah, Cray Forsyth.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Yeah. Also, huge voice actor, Crispin Freeman.
Okay, I feel like I've heard him before.
Oh, yeah. You've heard Crispin Freeman before. I don't know if you've seen Slayers before.
Nope.
He played Zelgadis.
Still don't know.
It's okay.
You can list names all day long, and I'm going to be like, nope.
Just look for Crispin Freeman. He's everywhere in voice acting.
Yeah, I've heard the name before. But, yeah, he like saved Gallo when he was a kid.
Yep.
And then apparently he only saved him because he just happened to be there. Because he lost his arm when his own Burnish appeared.
Yeah.
So he's persecuting the Burnish, but even though he was a Burnish.
Well, his reasoning was that these Burnish weren't on par with him. Because, look, he has great ambition. Hello, Loki.
Yeah, right?
Burdened with great
ambition.
So, what does he do, to get his start? Okay, gonna save this kid. Oh no, my powers went out of control, caused the fire, I saved this kid. Alright, that brings attention to you. Kills the researcher working on all this great burnish and
stuff to fight burnish.
Yeah. Technology.
Yeah.
He uses that, creates his own company, becomes a billionaire, creates this city, all while in the background persecuting the Burnish to capture them, to get them to be used for this engine to help in his overall goal of supposedly saving humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
again, it's a long con.
It is. It's a long con, but it's like it's one of those. It's also one of those things where, like, obviously he was a bad guy, but
obviously he gave off the good guy vibes at first when you first see him.
Oh yeah,
and that shit falls off.
It's
so
like
quick.
most really good villains, though. Most really good villains are only evil from the opposite perspective.
Right.
Like they have good intentions, but they're
Right.
doing it the wrong way.
I mean, I've said, I think I used that before. Villains are the heroes of their own stories.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, and he wasn't like he was doing it the wrong way, but he was trying to do a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna sacrifice the lives
Of every other human in the world.
of these burnish that you're using, then sacrificing almost the whole of humanity just to save what I would, I guess, in terms of planet-wise, a handful of humans.
Yeah.
Handful.
But then again, you know what they did mention at one point during, like, when they had a big fight between Gallo and Cray, was he was using the stuff that was like super freeze, like amazing huge weaponry, and he's like, and Gallo was like, why don't you use this to stop the magma? And he's like,
nope,
it would take a lot. Nope. And that was it.
Ain't got time for it.
Yeah.
Really?
Instead of researching how to stop the magma, he was researching.
You still got 6
how
months.
to get the fuck away.
Still got 6 months.
Yeah.
But you've known about this for years.
Years.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even gonna try.
Yeah.
Nope.
Fuck that. But yeah, that's the whole story. Is they're trying to stop him from using Burnish because when Burnish die, they turn to ashes.
Yeah, not just that, but because of these flames, which are literally called the Promare.
The Promare, yeah, they're
flame-based. Yeah, they're a flame-based organism that apparently came through 30 years ago to our world, and then not just into our world. They decided to go right to the core of our planet. So people who are Burnish are synchronized to the Promare that are in the core of the planet. So if a Burnish dies, the pain of that disconnection from the Promare causes all of these eruptions within the core that lead outwards. So
the more Burnish that die,
a shit ton of Burnish die. Guess what? The fucking magma is literally going to shoot out of the fucking planet.
Yeah.
In mass.
Yeah, because we're not talking about like a few Burnish to fuel this thing. Like it was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Every single one that they had captured over the years.
Yeah, they used them all. In containments, and they used them all at once, and then they all turned to fucking ashes, and...
Once again, Promare scream, planet goes boom.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, that's... it wasn't terrible. The fights were kind of fun.
Once again, I'm a person who loves giant robots. And what did they make? A giant robot.
There was a lot of giant robots, and then they were like, you know what? This giant robot isn't giant enough.
Yeah.
Let's giant it up.
What? Gurren Lagann.
Yeah. Yeah.
We went Gurren Lagann
exactly.
style. It's not big enough. Make it bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
drill in, attach new parts, bigger.
Yeah. And then they had like at the end of it they had the mech when because apparently in order for the Burnish to go away, they have to release all their fire. And so the best way for them to do that is to burn the entire world.
Now, yeah, we say that without you being able to see what we saw. Like, apparently there was not only the flames of the Burnish burning the planet, but there was also a protective flame around people to save them.
Yeah, individual people were
saved. Because we saw a small version of that when Leo saved Gallo.
Yeah.
So, a little small flame in Gallo's hand was able to create a flame shield around him that stopped the craze flames from hurting him.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, hooray!
But then, all the Burnish in these pods that were created to power this warp engine start giving off their flames, and Burnish around the world are also giving off their flames in consequence with the Promare inside the Earth. Thus, flames everywhere.
Except for, so the people were saved,
yes,
but literally the entire world was ash.
A little bit.
Because...
No, actually, buildings were still saved.
Yeah, I saw some of the buildings, but looking at the end of it, it was like there was no color
crumbled
behind them. It was all black and gray.
Very, very marbly.
I just looked at it, I was like, so you're totally happy that you have to completely start civilization over again because there's nothing left?
Yeah, you just got to replant some stuff.
With what?
Sir,
it's burnt.
It's fertile ground.
Sir.
Fertile ground.
After some rain, where's that rain come from?
Sir.
Huh?
It's an anime. It's not real. don't let our Earth's physics dictate anything over there.
You're right.
It's the anime world. But yeah, the giant robots. So it was the Deus Ex Machina. But then because Gallo had to make it cool, and with Leo's help, in the
Crazer X.
No, that was Craze.
Oh, that's right.
That was for when we get to this new planet that's going to help us, terraform it. The Crazer X. Terrible.
Yeah.
But what was it? The
Gallon Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah,
that is what the old guy made. And then because Leo and Gallo. Yeah, Leo de Gallo, that was the second version.
No, that was the first one. Because it was Gallo... Because hold on.
Yeah, because so people who are listening to this, Leo is the main head Burnish. Yeah. Gallo is our main good guy, and they were working together to stop Cray.
Yep. At this point, yeah, because I tell you what, it's a long winding road to get to where they finally had this.
It's not terrible. Even though I may give it a low rating, it's definitely something you should watch. And that's why I'm not giving you all the details.
No, certain parts are kind of slow.
Oh yeah, definitely. There are some slow parts.
But once you get to those big hype moments, they last fairly for a good minute.
I'd say 2/3 of that movie was the good hype moments, like
Yes.
big fights and
Yeah.
and
Once again,
tournaments.
love action-based animes. Love them
Yeah.
because you do not get tired of seeing a good fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But at the end, the old guy gives them the what he calls Deus Ex Machina, and then Leo and Gallo take it over, and Gallo's like, "This looks stupid," and Leo's like, "Okay," and so he uses his burnish. Yeah, he uses his burnish to make it look cooler, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna call it Leo de Gallo."
And if you guys have seen Gurren Lagann, it kind of resembles.
It does.
It kind of resembles Gurren Lagann.
And then it turns, and then it gets even bigger, and it's like
Yeah.
they're standing on the planet.
Yeah, I think that's when they burn.
Yeah, when they burned the planet, it was called like Gallon. No, because Leo named it the second time.
Yeah. It was their names reverse, like the.
Yeah, it was like the Gallo de Leon, and then it was Leo de
Gallo
Gallon.
de Leon.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that was it.
Yeah.
And then he gets back down to the bottom, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so happy. West side of the world. Blah, 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 blah. And he saved Cray's life. Good for him. Blah, blah, blah. He's a super good guy."
Fuck you, Cray.
Yeah, fuck you, Cray. He was missing an arm
Yeah, fuck that.
because
Okay.
he couldn't control his power.
Now, yeah. So Leo brings up one point. Like I said, and we talked about this almost immediately after you watched it. That as long as the Burnish are alive, the flames burn them, but they regenerate.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
know
why
that
did he not- okay.
I know Cray was holding back his power. I understand that point. But I still don't understand why his goddamn arm got blown the
You know
fuck
what?
off.
Okay. Maybe it happened when other burners do it. And the reason he didn't regenerate his arm is because obviously he saved the kid. So then he got media coverage. And if suddenly they were like, "Oh shit, how'd you get your arm back?" He could be like, "Well, I'm a burnish and I regenerated."
So
Maybe he was holding it back.
And see
Right?
that's something that I would want somebody.
Oh, you want them to physically say it.
I
That's why.
want some like somebody who came up with the story. Like, all right, why was his situation different from every other Burnish's situation? It's not like he was on the brink of death when he lost his arm.
Yeah. He just was like, "Bah!" and then
It's
fire and specifically into Gallo's house.
Yeah,
Killing everyone but him.
yeah. So he gets this cool fucking metal arm that when he uses his Burnish powers,
buffs the fuck up.
buffs the fuck up. Not only buffs the fuck up, but that bitch like literally breaks open and apart and can be used in conjunction
Yeah.
with his fucking flame. So I'm like, bro, what the?
Now, you know what I didn't like, though, honestly, is Leo was the head of the Burnish.
Yeah, the Mad Burnish. Yeah.
The Mad Burnish.
Yeah.
And he uses his powers all the time.
Yeah.
He uses it constantly. So yeah, he would be good with them.
Right.
Cray did not use his powers much at all. But his power was way more than all of theirs.
Which is again, why for
Why?
a person?
I mean, I understand he's the bad guy, and if he was like, and shoots out the fire, then yeah, that would
unless
be a bad
in private, because I mean, you would. I feel like you would have to use your flames.
Yeah.
As a Burnish, you would have to.
Because that's something that they bring up a lot is the Promare have to burn.
Right.
And that's
it's
why
like a primal need.
And that's why all the Burnish are like they
Burn
go
shit.
and they shoot
Or-
fire or whatever.
Now the guy in the pizza shop.
Oh, who gets arrested just
Yes.
because he's a Burnish? And
Right.
he's not doing anything wrong. He's just making
That's
pizza.
exactly. That is a perfect use of his power.
Yeah.
And it gives an ability that outlet that
Yeah.
allows him to burn without causing destruction.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, you guys should be fucking metal workers.
Yeah. And then the Freeze Force come and then arrest him.
Yeah, because Vulcan's a fucking asshole.
Yeah. And even though you find out, you know what?
No.
Watch it yourself.
Yeah, go
You'll
watch
see.
it.
You'll see what Vulcan is at the
Yeah.
end because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, worth a second. Crap.
So
Fucking bureaucratic piece of shit.
piece of shit. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Vulcan. All right, so that's pretty much all I can think of that I want to say about Promare. I mean, it wasn't super confusing. It was pretty straightforward. It was 90. I mean, it was like 75% action.
Yeah.
The slow parts were when they were talking and being over dramatic.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it wasn't terrible, I guess. It wasn't the worst, but it was not the best.
I would say for Trigger's first motion picture, it was a good outing.
Okay, yeah. If that's your first one, absolutely. Yeah.
As far as series, I mean, they've done series, but as for
is it
motion
in the same
picture,
color style?
series wise,
Yeah. Series that they've done.
I'll have to look into it.
Because I don't know. I mean, if it's something that they stick with and that's their trademark, then that would be interesting.
I'll have to look it up.
But anyways, so as a rating, I would give it 7.5 out of 10 Leo DeGallons.
Oh, going Leo DeGallons, huh?
Little Leo DeGallons.
Little Leo
Or
DeGallons.
Promare.
You know what? I got you. Yeah.
Yeah? 7.5?
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah.
A solid 7.5.
Alright.
Leo
Yeah.
DeGallons.
It's not like a you must see this. It's not a if you miss this you're gonna regret it. But if you got some time, it's fun to sit and chill and watch it. Whatever.
So I mean, we had to wait for it. We did have to wait for it because initially it was announced in 2017.
Okay.
But it wasn't
But
actually released until 2019. So we had 2 years between.
Okay.
But at least it wasn't like, oh no, fucking COVID happened. Like right when we were going to release it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I mean,
But,
nobody
yeah.
likes COVID.
No.
Nobody.
Nobody.
But yeah, that's our review on Promare. What do you think?
What do
You
I
like
think?
it? Well, no, people listening. What do you
Yeah.
think?
What do you guys think?
Huh?
You can tell us. You can find us on the Facebook, on the TikTok. You can find us on that daggum Patreon.
Oh yeah, on the Patreon if you like this stuff.
You know.
We do a lot of JKBS on there.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
also do series. Right now we're working on One
One
Punch.
Punch.
One Punch! It's so good.
It's so good.
funny. Because that's one of the few I've actually seen. And it's funny talking about funny things. And if you guys want to contact us, kjnapodcast@gmail.com.
Faux show. Also, hit us up on Instagram and Twitter. Please hit us up on Twitter. We're so lonely.
We are lonely. So lonely. Help me, please.
We want to update
Give
you
me
on
something to read when
things.
I'm laying in bed.
Right? want to shoot you some comments and stuff, and maybe get to know y'all, and y'all can get to know us. Kiz Naver, which I haven't seen.
Kid's neighbor.
Kiz Niver.
Oh.
Is from 2016. One of the ones that I have watched in the past year, SSSSS Dynazenon, which is I don't know. Okay. Did you God. Hold on. Okay. So, America had a crazy time. We were like taking Super Sentai from Japan. We made it Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also brought out stuff like Big Bad Beetleborgs.
I remember that.
Yeah, subsequent series like that, VR Troopers. There was one, and we didn't call it Gridman here. God, what was the name of it? Super Samurai Troopers, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Super Samurai.
Yeah, because they went to the
What's
a
it
digital
called?
world. God, I cannot remember the name. What they called
VR.
it. No, not
What's
VR
VR
Troopers. Not VR Troopers, because it was a single character, and it was a kid and his two or three friends, and they used a computer, and they would jump in, and he would become the main protagonist. That kind of looked like Ultraman, but he wasn't Ultraman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but
I cannot remember the name of the show, but it was like that. So this series, which is what I'm just going to call Quadruple S Gridman, is based on that original show from Japan. And then Dynazenon is a spin-off of Gridman. Yeah. But also by Trigger. So
Okay.
they're 12 episodes each. Easy to get through. Decent story. I like the animation. Of course, it's not. Some of it's CGI-ish for the big monsters and the main transformations and stuff like that. But I thought it was good.
All right. Well, anything else?
Nope.
You know what I'm going to say before we go? I remember what I was going to say.
Yay!
review and rate us on whatever you listen to us on, because that actually really helps us move up the line. A couple people have done that, and I appreciate you.
Yep.
But everyone who listens to it, if you just give us 5 seconds of your time, or you want to join our Patreon, either way to help us out and support us, we'll make this stuff sound better. We'll be able to make more content. And
Oh, hell
we'll be able to
yeah.
do more stuff. That's it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to KJNA Podcast. We are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitter at KJNA Podcast. You can also reach us directly at our email address, kjnapodcast@gmail.com. And we also have a Patreon where you can find bonus content and opportunities to get in contact with us even more directly than by our email. You guys have a good one, have a good night, and enjoy yourselves. Goodbye.